How to get a job in F1. Do you want to work with the world's fastest cars, travel the world, and be a part of the most exciting racing in the world? What if I told you there was a way to make that dream come true? Please stay with me, because this video will show you how to get a job in Formula One, no matter what skills or background you have. Many race fans want to work in F1 because they love the glitz, glamour, and raw speed that make up this top racing series. A lot of different types of people are interested in working with the fastest cars, best drivers, and most up-to-date equipment. Formula One is lucky because it is a multifaceted business with many different job roles that require different levels of experience, qualifications, and skills. Roles of engineers in Formula One. Needs: a degree in engineering, ideally with a master's or doctoral degree. Skills: strong speaking skills and knowledge of math and science. Engineering is one of the most important parts of any Formula One team. Engineers make or break a team's success. They do everything from designing the cars to looking at data to figure out the best race plans. An F1 team has many different engineering jobs, and each one is very important for making the cars run better. Some engineers, for example, work on aerodynamics to make sure the car has the right amount of downforce, while also cutting drag. Others work closely with the drivers to make sure that the car is set up correctly for the race conditions or the way the track is designed. Data engineers look at huge amounts of telemetry and use what they find to make real-time changes to race tactics. Most of the time, you need at least a bachelor's degree in a related area like mechanical, aerospace, or automotive engineering to become an engineer in Formula One. A master's or PhD can give you an edge over other people. A lot of teams are looking for people who are good at math, know how to use computer-aided design tools, and can work quickly and efficiently. Starting in lower-level motorsport events like Formula 3 or Formula 2 is a great way to get experience if you want to work as an engineer in Formula 1. Racing teams can give you hands-on experience through volunteer work, internships, or apprenticeships. This can help you stand out from other candidates. Getting a job as a mechanic in Formula 1. There are no official requirements, but experience is preferred. Required skills: mechanical knowledge and the ability to solve problems through hands-on work. The mechanics are the most important people in the pit crew because they work directly on the cars to get them ready for the race. They are in charge of fixing, adjusting, and keeping different parts of the F1 car, such as the tires, aerodynamics, and engine. As opposed to engineering jobs, most F1 mechanics don't need a degree, but they do need to have experience in racing or fixing cars. Getting training is a big part of becoming an F1 mechanic. A lot of mechanics start out by racing in lower levels, like go-karts or Formula 3. This is where they learn the skills and information they need to work on high-performance cars. A popular way to get into Formula 1 is to volunteer at smaller racing teams or work in the auto industry. Technical diplomas or certificates are also helpful for some mechanics, but they are not required. You can get the connections and skills you need to become a Formula One mechanic by getting to know people in the field and being ready to start at the bottom, even if it's as a volunteer. What do technicians do in Formula One? Qualifications: no formal qualifications needed. Skills: able to adapt, solve problems, work with others. In Formula One, technicians do a lot of different jobs. They help set up the workshop and change tires, among other things. Because their job is always changing, they need to be able to change and work well under pressure. Technicians may have to move tools, set up car parts, and make sure that the team's tasks run smoothly. For this job, you don't need any formal qualifications, but having experience in motorsport or a related area is usually a plus. It's important to be able to do things yourself, be creative, and work well with others. Technicians learn a lot on the job, which makes it a good way for people who love racing, but don't have a college degree to get into F1. To become a technician, you might want to start at a lower level of racing, work in support jobs, and gain experience. You can be useful to an F1 team if you take the initiative and can do a lot of different things. Car mechanics in Formula One. Qualifications: different, but you must have experience with machining tools and methods. Skills: math, accuracy, and writing. The machinists in Formula One are in charge of making the race car's body pieces, engine parts, and aerodynamic devices. Their job is very important because precise parts can make or break a race. CNC, computer numerical control. Machines are run by machinists. These machines make parts with millimeter-level accuracy, making sure that every part of the Formula One car meets the strict performance and safety standards. To be a machinist in F1, you need to know a lot about math and programming, since a lot of the job involves setting up machines to do exact tasks. You need to have worked in the field before, and a technical diploma or license in manufacturing or machining may help you get hired. Machinists usually work at the offices of a team instead of going to races, which makes this job perfect for people who like having a stable place to work. Starting out in general manufacturing or machining can help you move up to F1 because it gives you practice with CNC tools and methods. Roles of the coordinator in Formula One. Requirements. Depends on the job. Skills. Planning, communication, and organization. A well-organized group of managers is what makes a Formula One team work. These people are in charge of everything, from organizing the team's travel to hosting sponsors and talking to the media. Coordinators make sure that everything on the team works well, from planning travel plans for a race weekend to making sure that stuff gets to the right places on time. Being good at business, event planning, or organizing can be helpful, but it's not always necessary. For this job, you need to be able to communicate clearly and handle many jobs at once while under a lot of stress. You might be good at being a planner if you like working behind the scenes and making sure things go as planned. You can get useful experience in the racing world by starting with internships or junior jobs in logistics or event planning. Another way to get a job in F1 is to work with lower-level race teams or event management companies that work in motorsports. Roles for creativity in Formula One. As for qualifications, they vary. A degree in a creative area is preferred but not required. Skill sets required include design, creativity, and managing social media. Formula One is based on technology, but imagination is very important for getting the word out about the sport and its teams. Creative people in F1 bring the brand to life by doing things like creating car liveries and running social media accounts. People who work in creative fields include graphic artists, photographers, videographers, and people who run social media accounts. If you want to work in this field, having a degree in an artistic subject like photography, graphic design, or digital media is helpful, but not necessary. It's more important to have a good portfolio of your work, especially if it has to do with motorsport. Being creative, coming up with new ideas, and knowing what the Formula One crowd wants are all very important skills. If you want a creative job, you could build your portfolio by working with smaller racing teams or on projects linked to motorsport. When you're looking for F1 jobs, it will also help you if you keep up with the latest trends in social media and digital design and network with people who work in the same field. Photography in Formula One. As for qualifications, there aren't any that are required. Skills needed include good communication and planning. Taking pictures at Formula One races can be a dream come true for people who love taking pictures. Photographers in Formula One are in charge of capturing everything from on-track action to behind-the-scenes moments. They do this for the teams and for the public. There aren't any specific requirements, but you must have experience photographing sports and a strong resume. Because shooters have to get the right shot in real time, they also need to be able to communicate well and work well under pressure. If you know something about racing, you'll be able to snap the most exciting moments at the right time and place. Communications and journalism in Formula One. A degree in journalism or public relations is preferred but not required. Must have good communication skills, the ability to change, and the ability to network. Communications and the media are very important in Formula One, which is one of the most watched events in the world. Journalists follow race weekends, talk to drivers and team members, and keep fans up to date. That's similar to how PR pros help teams control their public image by making sure that media coverage fits with the goals of the team. Being good at journalism or public relations can help, but having a great portfolio of work and a love for motorsport are often more important. Writing for motorsport blogs or local news sites as a freelancer can help you get more experience. Making connections at races and events can lead to new possibilities, since a lot of F1 journalism jobs are found through personal connections. It's not easy to work in Formula One, but it's not impossible either. Whether you're an engineer, mechanic, or creative worker, the most important thing is to get experience in your field, make connections in your field, and always look for ways to get better. Before making it to Formula One, a lot of people start out in lower-level motorsport events or related fields. To work in Formula One, you need to be dedicated, passionate, and persistent. But if you have the right attitude and work ethic, your dream can come true. If you're ready to accelerate your career and stay updated on everything Formula One, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to tap the notification bell so you never miss a tip.